Hello, welcome to Nana's Journey, and today we are going to be continuing with the Blueberry Delight quilt by Bunny Hill Designs, and we are doing block 8 today. In the pattern it says block 9, but that's a typo. This is block 8. And these are the backgrounds that I have chosen. Oh, actually it should go that way for you. And this fabric is from Nantucket Summer by Camilla Russ Kelly. This also is Camilla Russ Kelly. I'm not sure whether it's Nantucket Summer or Dwell or whatever. This is Lori Holt from B Plaid, I think. This is Crystal Lane by Bunny Hill Designs. So this is going to be my background. And then for all my pieces, I've got some leaves. That's Nantucket Summer. More leaves. That might be Dwell. This is Laundry Basket Quilts. It's more leaves, more leaves. I'm not sure. I'm sure that's either Nantucket or Dwell. This is Bunny Hill Designs. That is a stem. Some more stems. Nantucket Summer. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about this one either. There's more stems. A bunch of circles. I put them so that will have just the black on the circle for the flowers. That's Crystal Lane. This is Sterling Blue. I tried to put it where I'll cut this flower out. Laundry Basket Quilts, Nantucket Summer, Sterling Blue, Crystal Lane, Sterling Blue, don't know, Lewis and Irene, the dove, the wing. I don't remember where that one is. Some more leaves, leaves, leaves. More flowers, circles. This I think is Laundry Basket Quilts. I think that's Laundry Basket. I don't know, there's another stem. Here's the windows for the houses. And the doors, the roofs, the chimneys, roof and chimney, that's Crystal Lane. I don't know where this one came from. And then this is Nantucket Summer. These are the houses. So let me get these cut out and then we can get them ironed on. So I will be back in a moment. Okay, I've cut out all the pieces and laid them out to make sure I have everything. What I'm going to do is we're going to iron the base of the homes down and the windows. And then I'm going to go to the sewing machine and sew the lines on the windows. And then we will come back and iron everything else on and then applique. So let's move this. Now you want to center these, but move them over just a touch because you got to remember you've got a seam allowance. My iron is still cold, but I can put these on while I wait for that to heat up. I'm not going to get out a ruler and measure these. I'm just eyeballing it. Okay, I have a machine that does what I call a triple stitch. I don't know the name of the actual stitch, but it comes down 2, back 1, down 2, back 1, down 2, so that each stitch has 3 passes. So that's what I'm going to use for the window dividers. Okay, now we've got these sewn down. I went ahead and pre-peeled the paper off on all this stuff so that you didn't have to watch me do it. So let's get these doors on. We will do that next. Oops. You want to get them centered. And don't forget that you can take these off and move them again if they're not in the right spot. So I'm going to want to peel that off just a little bit, stick the chimney under, put the rim of the house on, oh, look at that, the lines line up. Okay, stick that underneath. That way it's not poking out from under this roof ledge. Okay, and I want the stem there, and I want to make sure these are touching the stem so that when I applique it, I can just go straight from leaf to stem. And I believe the bird is standing on the chair. Oh, they've got it up top. I think I'm going to move it down just a little. I don't know. Up here. Yeah, that one looks like it's standing on the thing, on the flower more. If you really want to be a perfectionist, you can iron the stems on this piece and then sew this piece to the background so that it's stuck in. I'm just going to iron it to the edge. Seam there, try and get it right to the edge. Okay. I almost considered not putting the middle on here, but then I thought it would look awkward with all the others without a middle. Okay, everything's ironed on, and now we can get to the applique. So let's get to the sewing machine. Okay, I put on my clear presser foot that allows for zigzag, and I can see where I'm going. I've got my zigzag on a length of 2.0 and a width of 0.70. We can just start going down the edges. Okay, that is how I'm going to applique everything, and when I am done, I will show it to you. Okay, block 8 is all finished. Everything's appliqued on, and we're getting close to the end. We have 9 and 10, and then we need to put it together. So I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a good time sewing, and I hope to see you next week.